Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So to start off today's look, as usual, I'm going to cleanse the skin with my micellar water wipe, just to make sure we've got a nice clean base, and then we're going to prime with the Farsali Unicorn Essence Serum, and just let this sink in while we do the eye makeup. First, we're going to start off with the brows. I'm just going to fill them in with the Anastasia Beverly Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. So for an eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use the MAC Select Cover Up Concealer in NC15. I use this pretty much on every bold eye look that I do now. I used to use the paint pots before, but I used them the other day and I was quite disappointed. They're just not as good. I find these blends much easier and are much more opaque. And then I'm going to set that with a translucent powder. I've taken the concealer quite far out and also quite far into the inner corner. And then I'm going to highlight under the brow bone and in the inner corner of the eye with a fold eyeshadow by Makeup Geek Cosmetics called Whimsical. And then with another Makeup Geek Cosmetics eyeshadow, I'm using the shade Wisteria for my first transition colour. And I'm just buffing that into the outer corner, focusing mostly on the outer edge, and then bringing what's left on the brush slightly in. I'm just going to build up the intensity gradually with this shade on my MAC 224 brush, go backwards and forwards until I've got the intensity that I like. This is a similar technique to what I used in my last video, the blown out pink smoky eyeshadow I did. Upwards and outwards. This is great for hooded eyes also. Just kind of widens the eyes apart, you know. Then on a smaller brush, my MAC 286, I'm going to take a slightly darker shade of purple. This one's called Carnival, again by Makeup Geek. Keeping that tighter into the crease and into the outer V. And then an even smaller brush, I'm taking Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in Curfew and really darken the whole look up. Keeping that, as I said, close to the lash line and into the outer V. And I'm going to repeat all the steps until I'm happy with the look. There's no set amount of times you have to do this. Just keep repeating, going backwards and forwards with your steps until your eyeshadows are all blended together nicely. There's no harsh edges and you're happy with the colour payoff. I probably repeat each step about 3 times. As you can see, I've already put one down, then I'm going back with the previous brush and blending that colour together. Really gives an overall seamless look rather than going straight in with each colour. So as I said, when you're happy with the intensity of the eye look, then I'm going to go in with a foiled eyeshadow that I use on the brow bone and in the inner corner, Makeup Geek Whimsical. A really light lilac pearly eyeshadow. This is really going to brighten up the inner eye. And I wanted it to be a little bit darker, so I took a MAC Cosmetics eyeshadow now on a really small Sigma E36 brush, and I'm using the shade, it's called Sketch, really dark purple. You can actually use a black instead of this if you like to make it even darker, but I didn't want to take it that dark because we're doing a bold lip as well. So I'm just using Sketch and really lightly buffing that into the outer edge and dragging it slightly down on the lash line. I'm going to press on with my MAC 252 sprayed with a bit of Fix Plus, the Makeup Forever Diamond Dust. It's a really fine glitter, absolutely beautiful. It catches the light amazingly and it's not big chunky glitter. Expensive though, so I'll try and find some alternatives and put them down in the description box. I think Barry M do one. Anyway, for foundation, I'm just going to apply with my MAC 130 brush or 131, I'm not sure which one it is. Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade Tawny, which was a bit dark, so I mixed with some NC15 by MAC from Studio Fix. Just applying that with my brush and then blending it in with a beauty blender. This is going to pick up any excess product and just blend the foundation into the skin flawlessly. Try not to take your foundation too close to the under eye area, as foundation can be quite drying and will enhance any fine lines you may have. And then also remember, if you've used an eyeshadow primer like a thick concealer like I did, to make sure that's blended in with the foundation around the nose. For concealer, I'm going to use MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20, sorry. To apply that under the eyes, on the forehead, bridge of the nose, cupid's bow and chin. It's going to give a little bit of dimension back to the face after we've applied the foundation, and also extra coverage in the areas that your foundation tends to wear off first. Just going to blend that concealer in now using my damp beauty blender. And then I'm going to set under the eyes and the highlighted areas with the MAC Next to Nothing powder in medium, using my MAC 140 brush. And then I'm going to set the rest of the face with my Makeup Forever 128 brush with the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in dark golden. This is going to bronze and set at the same time, so we get to skip a step without adding any extra product. To contour, I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light medium and take the two darker contour shades just under the cheekbones, jawline, forehead and down the sides of the nose, just to give some dimension back to the face. To contour, I'm using the NARS Eater brush. I find this makes it so easy just to get under the cheekbones and down the sides of the nose. I really recommend this brush, even though it's a little bit pricey. I use it on every single makeup I do. Obviously, I clean it in between. Then for blusher today, I'm going to use MAC Warm Soul. This is a great neutral blusher. On looks, maybe I don't want to use a really bright one because she's got quite a bright eye and a bold lip. So it's great for that. It just gives a nice healthy glow. Just going to apply that using an angled blush brush and just sweep it up from the apples of the cheeks towards the temples. And for highlight, I'm going to use MAC Oh Darling on top of the cheekbones, cupid's bow, and on the nose. For the under eyes, on a MAC 221, I just mixed the two lighter purple colours that we used on the upper eye and smoked it out, and then on a MAC 231 I took the two darker shades and pressed those close to the lash line to give that gradient smoky look. Then for eyeliner, I'm just using the black Aqua XL liner on the waterline and the Maybelline gel liner for my winged liner with the MAC 263 brush. For lashes, I just used the Demi Wispy dupes that I have that I got on eBay. I will link the shop in the description box. They're great dramatic lashes. I'll leave a quick shot here so you can see them. To line and fill in the lips, I'm going to use the MAC Rebellious lip liner. Just filling them in so when the lipstick fades, you don't have that strong lip liner line around the mouth. Helps keep your lipstick on longer. And then I'm going to fill it in using MAC Rebel lipstick. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.